and a beer with Mike. This ain't your mama's TV.
Hey friends, welcome back. Staying with Major League Baseball, up next is Frank Viola III. You guessed it, he's the son of the legendary Frank Viola. Frank III is making quite a name for himself as a knuckleballer, all right? And he also has a theory on women with charts, and just take a look.
Best sports memories I have in baseball, I don't really have many. I've always been compared to my dad. My dad's a Hall of Fame baseball player, so that hasn't worked out for me too well yet. I got hurt a lot with the White Sox, and I came back with the Blue Jays, and I developed a knuckleball. So that's where the fun kind of started for me, because I was always a very good pitcher. I was a sinker slider guy, and I was very good until I got hurt every year for 3 years. And when I came back as a knuckleballer, that's when the fun started happening, because it's something that nobody sees often. But I started having fun with that because now when I'm out in the field, I'm the different guy. So players come up, this is kind of funny. Every team I'm on, where I started in rookie ball, then A ball, and high. I had to work all the way up, and I'm still in the process of doing that with this knuckleball. But everybody can throw a knuckleball. Everybody. They come over to you, hey Frankie, check out my knuckleball. Okay, I'll check it out, and they throw it. And I don't want to catch it because sometimes guys have good ones and you get hit, and I'm like, I don't want to get hit with the knuckleball. So why don't you throw it against the fence and I'll watch you do it. So not only that, but people are like, you get those players in the team that. Like, knuckleballs aren't that hard to catch. What's the big deal? Why do you have a special catcher? Why do you have a special glove? And they always want to try to catch it. So this year, I had this kid with the Blue Jays organization that wanted to try to catch a knuckleball. And the first one I threw, I felt so bad. I threw one, and it was a pretty good one. And he's like, that wasn't bad. I was like, well, I'm not trying to. I'm just showing you a knuckleball. You want to see it? And he goes, no, make me miss it. So I threw one hard, and I threw it right at his face, and it did one of these shimmies, and he missed completely, hit him right in the face.
Frank the Third! Viola! What are you doing, man?
In the hospital, out for 2 weeks.
Oh, man.
I felt so bad. I don't know how I felt. That kid was a little pain in the butt. You get these young kids making $2-3 million a year, and they come up to you like, what do you do so special? I'm like, I throw a knuckleball 75. Like, well, I throw a 95. Like, good for you. I couldn't throw a 95, so I gotta throw a knuckleball.
Do you find it upsetting when you go out at night and you're minding your own business, you just you worked hard, you just decide to have a beer, and then a beautiful woman approaches you and she hits on you? Doesn't that upset you?
It's offending. It's offensive. Offending. It's a new word. It's offensive because you know that they're only liking you because of what you do. It's like, I'm a good-looking guy, and I got a lot of talents outside of throwing a pitch with no spin. Why don't you just like me for me? I'm not complaining because it's... Well, it's fun until you want a relationship with a girl. Like Johnny's lucky because Michelle's way too good looking for him. Yeah. So he talks about her. She's a dime. She's a freaking dime, and he's not even close to that good looking. So obviously, she wasn't in it just for his looks. But it's like until you start getting down to the relationship part, then she's like, you look back and I paid for 12 plane tickets. I paid for every meal. And what am I doing here? She does not like me for me.
Well, it kind of works both ways, because if you make a lot of money. What is there? You have charity, but you can't do that 24 hours a day.
Nope.
Women kind of are top of the list, right?
It's true.
So you want a well-bred woman, one with good Amiships, right?
Yep. As long as she likes fishing, I'm in. I don't care what she looks like. If you go fishing with me, you're sitting at a tree stand, I'm in.
Okay.
I'll hang out with you. Have you heard the whole thing? Have you seen that that Matrix? The guy did that Matrix for guys and girls, the hot crazy thing.
Yeah, I think on Facebook I might have seen.
Yeah, it was on Facebook, yeah. And then you seen the guy one? It's for athletes. This applies for athletes. He should have added this. It's like the hot or cute axis, because girls always call you cute. They never call you hot because they want to keep the hot for themselves. So you're cute. I'm a cute guy. I'm not a hot guy.
Okay.
And then they have the money axis, and it's a big square. And this is the no-go zone. And if you're cute enough, they'll just sleep with you because you're cute enough, but they won't date you. Then the other axis was just the husband zone. And as long as you make over a certain amount of money, it doesn't matter how good looking you are. They're gonna marry you.
Well, friends, here's the chart. Over here, you got your hotness, right? You go from 0 to a 10. Now, if you got no money, but you're at least an 8, you're in the fun zone, okay? Now, let's suppose you got a lot of money, but you're very ugly. Starting over here, 200K, you're in the husband zone. Now, suppose you're everybody else. Ooh, that's not a good zone. But don't count those people out.
Famous people want to be rich, and rich people want to be famous. The best story, I think, my favorite baseball story is there's a kid named Paul Moville with the White Sox. He doesn't play anymore. You don't even know where he is. I'm not allowed to say where he is, 'cause I don't even know, I guess.
Is it a federal penitentiary?
No, he would go in the room. He was my roommate my first 3 years, and he would do karate in the room and stuff. And he was a 6'8", like 280-pound dude. I'm like, you look like an idiot doing karate. He's like, I'm a black belt. You're not a black belt. He goes, you want to fight me? I'm like, no, I don't want to fight you. You're huge. Long story short, he quit baseball and he disappeared. And he called me one day. He is one of the guards for the President of the United States of America, and he is actually a jiu-jitsu and karate master. He protects the damn president, but he can't tell me where he is or what he's doing and stuff. But I thought it was a joke. So I'm like, this big dude's doing karate in the room every night, and he looks stupid.
And now here he is.
He protects our best national treasure,
Yeah.
depending on who you talk to.
Yeah,
And, you know.
it's pretty cool. That's my favorite story.
Having a beer with Mike. This ain't your mama's TV.